'Tis the season to embrace all things spooky. Coming up after the break, we are taking you guys on a tour of the Avenue Hotel, live and local in Manitou Springs. But shh, be quiet because the guests, they're still sleeping.
The Avenue Hotel Bed and Breakfast overlooks downtown Manitou Springs and is rich in Manitou history.
Aside from the history and hospitality, also that small town feel, the Bed and Breakfast is also known for paranormal activity. Right now, though, ooh, yes. Lauren McDonald is live and local in Manitou with special guest Michelle Houchins doing some investigating. Lauren, good morning.
That's right. Good morning. We got to keep our voices down because there are people staying here right now at the Avenue Hotel. They're still in bed, which I don't blame them because it's very early. But we do have Michelle Houchins here, the Mile High Medium, with us this morning, and Gwen David, the owner of the Avenue Hotel Bed and Breakfast. So Gwen, I want to start with you. Tell me a little history behind this place. What are some of the stories and why are we here this morning?
Well, we've had the bed and breakfast for 10 years. And through the course of those years, there's lots of activity. We have guests who have TVs come on, radios will pop on that are not set at the proper time. We've had iPods just turn on and start changing music. So there's lots of things that go on all the time.
And you said you've grown up in older homes, so this is really nothing new for you.
Yes.
You know exactly what to look for.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm pretty excited this morning, and we are with a lady that knows what she is doing. Craig, I know you know that for sure. You guys had your adventure at the Stanley. We're going to have our adventure here today at the Avenue. Are you jailing anything yet?
Yeah, absolutely. Gwen and I have already been going through the house and up on the 3rd floor. Oh my gosh, it's like the 4th floor at the Stanley Hotel. We've got kids, we've got people, we've got activity, we've got temperature changes. So lots of motion energetically.
And you said it's all white light, though, so we're in good shape, right?
We are. And even for Craig, just like at the Stanley, there is a room like the Stephen King room here that would bring a lot of activity if you were staying in this room. So we'll have to wait and see which room that is.
Well, if I can remember hearing correctly, you folks had some lollipops moving from a 6-year-old?
We did. Craig can tell you more about that.
Well, we're going to try and trump him this morning.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, so all morning long we are exploring the Avenue Hotel here in Manitou Springs. We talked about it. Stanley Hotel, that's really far away. You guys don't have to go that far. A lot of activity in Manitou Springs. We're going to head outside, Michelle, and it is going to be a very fun, spooky, friendly, spooky morning, right?
Yeah.
I like it. All right, for now we'll send it back to you guys.
I can't wait to see something happen. I hope something does.
I do too.
For sure, yeah. I like watching this stuff from a distance, right?
I was going to say, from here, for Lauren.
Yeah.
Something good.
All right, Lauren, thanks. She's so quiet.
Yes.
We are live and local at the Avenue Hotel. Coming up after the break, checking on who's passed away but has not checked out. Live and local in Manitou, that's coming up next.
Activity draws many of us in as it promises frightful adventures or proof of activity in other planes of existence.
And right now, we are hoping to get some action caught on camera live and local. Lauren McDonald is in Manitou Springs at the Avenue Hotel with the Mile High Medium channeling the unknown. Ooh. Good morning to you. What's going on?
Craig, the strangest thing is happening. I am trying to catch the highlights on ESPN from last night's game. My TV won't turn on. I can't get it to turn on. I don't understand why. You ever have an experience like that? Yeah, maybe the Stanley Hotel. Michelle told me all about it. Well, we are live and local this morning in Manitou Springs, not in Estes Park. We are here at the Avenue Hotel Bed and Breakfast with Gwen and Michelle, the Mile High Medium. And before we get into today and what we're talking about this morning, I want to recap last year, because if you guys remember, we were at the Western Museum of Mining and Industry. Michelle was there, and we took some photos. So Michelle, kind of explain what's going on here.
Yeah, we were in the mine. And so we had a gentleman, his name is Bill, and he's an electrical engineer, and he's the foremost in a sense of paranormal investigation. So he plotted out our bodies, and you can see that, the plots and the different color to differentiate ourselves. And then mid-segment, as we were literally talking and channeling a little boy, his name was Bernard, he was about 12, you can see in this photograph that the three of us are standing there, but a white being came in. And I was talking with him, and I was talking to him on the side, and Bill was literally catching that with his camera. So a lot of people ask us, what do people look like? And this is a very rare photo to actually catch that white light on a sense of photography. So people will photograph orbs and they'll see light in pictures, things like that. This is really what we are when we leave the body. We are white light. So that's what we are picking up here today, and it's a place of a lot of prosperity at the Avenue Hotel B&B. There is a woman and her son and her daughter who live here, and they live right alongside of Gwen, and she can tell me a little bit more about this, but we were going through the house this morning, and this is their home. Right. They really look at it that way.
Right. Everything that Michelle has described so far, Gwen's sitting here, yep, yep. True. Hopefully we'll be able to do some of this stuff on camera. We're running out of time right now. The segments go so fast. You know what I'm talking about? Especially when you got a good one like this, guys. Live and local in Manitou Springs at the Avenue Hotel, hoping to bring you some evidence like we got last year of some paranormal activity here in Manitou Springs. A lot of fun with Michelle, the Mile High Medium. And thank you so much, Gwen, for having us. Beautiful hotel, by the way. Love this. All right, guys, for now, we'll send it back to you.
Lauren is brave.
She is brave, yes.
I don't know that I'd be out there.
Good morning. We are live and local here at the Avenue Hotel in Manitou Springs. And you know what? The owners here are so lucky that they have the ghosts changing their sheets for them. We're going to explain all about that coming up next.
It exists. Well, we're finding out live and local this morning.
Right now, Laura McDonald is live and local at the Avenue Hotel with the Mile High Medium in Manitou Springs on a mission to tap into an unknown world. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning, that's right. You probably heard the saying, find a penny, pick it up, all day long you'll have good luck. You've heard of pennies from heaven. Michelle has been talking about that with us this morning. Michelle Houchins, Mile High Medium. Also Gwen David here, owner of the Avenue Hotel in Manitou Springs. Now, Michelle wants to come back into this room. This is actually a private area, not open to guests, right?
That's correct.
And in this room is where you all keep the sheets. Right?
Yes.
So, Michelle, I want you to come over here and tell me what you have been talking about and hearing about the sheets.
Yeah, so Gwen and I were talking this morning about linens and textiles changing, and Gwen said, oh my gosh, yes. And I kept hearing folding and unfolding, and Gwen was saying yes. So she was talking a little bit about this area where they have king and queen sheets, and you can see that they're distinctly marked, but yet often they're missing. So this sense of dimensional realms where things can go missing and then come back, also to be messed up. So Gwen can speak a little bit more of what happens here.
Right.
This is a constant problem. Sheets actually disappear. They are not matched up properly. They're on the shelves, on the wrong shelf. I sort them. I go through them again. My housekeepers go through them. We come in. They're missing. They're rearranged. Right now I'm still waiting for 2 queen fitted sheets to show up. I have the flats. Where have those queens gone?
And you say they do usually always turn back up.
They do. We'll have extra pillowcases all over the place, and then all of a sudden we don't even have enough pillowcases for the beds.
Right. All right. And Michelle, you say this is a woman that's actually doing this.
Yeah, this is a woman that we spoke about with her children here. And back in pioneer days, this is what women did. They changed the sheets. They would do the housekeeping. This was something they did in the morning and in the evening. And so dimensionally, this is what she's doing. So as I was walking up to this home, we're in multiple dimensions here. So when things go missing, they're actually, if we think of an atomic matter, it breaks up as matter in light, and in our eyes, to our visible eyes, it disappears. It's actually in a different dimension. So it's mind-blowing to us, but it's how pennies start to show up, things start to move, they disappear, they come back. It's a dimensional view of how we see light.
Very nice. And we are full of white light here at
We
the
are.
Avenue Hotel, right?
We are, but sometimes we want our sheets back.
Yes, exactly. But you know what? I will say you're lucky because they're trying to do the laundry for you, right? They just don't know how to work a washing machine, a modern-day washing machine. All right, guys, live and local in Manitou all morning long at the Avenue Hotel doing a little paranormal investigation. We're going to hopefully talk to some of the guests that are staying here and see what kind of experiences they've had. And Michelle is going to continue to channel for us all morning long, hoping we see something. Something good.
Maybe some sheets coming back.
You're right. I wonder if that's where all my socks went.
Maybe it's the sheets.
Socks.
Could be. Yeah, could be. All right. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Lauren. 7:23 now.
Cookies and candies. It's a sweet time of year. It also is pretty spooky. We are live and local at the Avenue Hotel coming up after the break, channeling some spirits. You don't want to miss it.
Back to Fox 21 local news right now. The Avenue Hotel Bed and Breakfast overlooks downtown Manitou Springs and is rich in Manitou history.
So aside from the history, the hospitality, and small town feel, the bed and breakfast is known for paranormal activity, and Lauren McDonald is live and local right now with Michelle Houchins, the Mile High Medium, doing a little investigating. Ooh, good morning.
Yeah, strange things happening in your household or somewhere around you. Who are you going to call? Not Ghostbusters. You're going to call Michelle Houchins because she knows exactly what she is talking about. Man, eye-opener this morning, I'll tell you. The Mile High Medium here in Manitou Springs with us live and local all day. The Avenue Hotel and Bed and Breakfast. And we've got Gwen, we've got Michelle, and we've got Jason. Now, you just pulled Jason aside and you said you want to talk with Jason and channel something. So what's going on here? Live and local, folks. Live and local.
Yeah, I said to Gwen, you know, my guides kept telling me, who are archangels, kept telling me about this downstairs bathroom, and I kept hearing it, and so was at the innkeepers. So I said to Gwen, let's get Jason out here, because he's got a stash. This little boy that lives in the house likes his candy cupboard, and he's got a secret candy cupboard and the chips, yes. And in this bathroom, electrical activity keeps happening, and you were mentioning that it's a toothbrush.
Razor, stuff going off and on at night, yeah, just out of nowhere.
Tell me about this stash you have, this secret stash.
My little candy stash I put to the side to save for myself for Halloween, so I don't eat it all, and yeah.
And it's actually in the bathroom.
Yes.
And you're a skeptic. You're kind of like me. You're like, oh, I'll believe it when it happens.
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you think about what she just said?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
You're like, how does she know I have a stash?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, how does she know this? Yeah.
Right.
My chips and stuff too, and yeah.
Man, better not tell me. I'm getting hungry. I might go back there and steal them.
Listen, I don't know about it, but he does. So you don't have to worry about me. He knows about it.
There you go. All right. So far you've channeled a little boy and then a woman, young woman, right?
Yeah.
So why are they here? What are they doing here?
They live here. So they were from Pioneer Days. She's German, and these are actually her children. So a lot of people could feel her as an adolescent, but back in her day, at 13, 14, 15 years old, you had kids. Mm-hmm. So for her, she lived here. They came out here. They were pioneers, and this is her home. So as I was channeling her earlier this morning, I said to Gwen, you guys just cohabitate. This is her home. This is your home. This is where she lives. Mm-hmm. And Gwen said, yeah, pretty much.
You're okay with having those guests?
Oh, absolutely. And I almost feel like I'm in their home. So I'm just kind of part of the history here.
Right.
So
confirming everything this morning, folks. Michelle Houchins. Actually, you have an office here in the Springs now, right?
I do. My main office is in Denver, but I am at the International Health and Wellness Center at Garden of the Gods Club and Resort. So come see me there.
Dial her up, folks. You got any questions, dial her up. She knows what she's talking about for sure. Live and local in Manitou Springs all morning long. I'm going to have a cookie. I'm a little hungry. This isn't from your stash, is it?
No.
All right. We'll catch you folks later.
The secret bathroom stash.
Secret stash.
Yes. Like I was busted.
Leave it to kids to find it.
Sure.
They'll find it anywhere. Then, as it promises frightful adventures or proof of activity in other planes of existence.
Yeah, today we're hoping to get some action caught on camera, and right now, live and local, Lauren McDonald is at Manitou Springs at the Avenue Hotel with the Mile High Medium, channeling the unknown. Lauren, good morning.
That's right. Good morning, Craig and Abby. I got to tell you, get ready to send some shivers down your spine because this lady, Michelle Houchins, the Mile High Medium, she is live and local with us all morning long. We are here at the Avenue Hotel. As Craig said, we're channeling a little boy, and we've talked to a young lady that used to live here.
That's his mom.
Right. Now, there are people that are here, but you say there's people that come in that they bring people in with them.
Yeah. So when you have guests over to your house or the hotel has guests, there can be energy that's open for people to come through. Now, that's a great thing for a lot of people because we miss our loved ones who have crossed over, transitioned in the sense of death. So a lot of times we'll go to certain space and time that hold dimensions where our mom or our dad or our children sometimes leave before us, that they can come through. Now there are people who just live here and they look at this like it's, it's a cohabitable living. But then I was also saying that her grandfather's here, Lauren's grandfather.
Wild.
Yeah, and
Wild.
so she brought him in with her. Now, he's a protector. He wanted to look me up and down and say, are you the real deal and are you protecting her? And I'm kind of like keeping safeguard with her.
Anything else he wants to say?
Well, his name is going to continue with her children.
Don't have him yet, but yes, that was really wild. Michelle was like, your grandfather is really proud or honored, I guess you said.
Yes.
Because I do. When I do have kids one day, I want to use his name in their name, and that I just was like, chills, crazy, wow. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that.
Yeah.
You know it though.
Oh, well, he's so honored. So this is why people come back, because he wanted to tell you that. Of all the things he could have told you, he wanted to say thank you. Wow, I'm so honored that you would want your child to have my name.
Right.
When the child comes, right?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, someday. Someday, eventually, not anytime soon. But yeah, really cool stuff. And you also have an office in the Pikes Peak region now. You're right here in the Springs.
Yeah, at the International Health and Wellness Center. Because we are white light, and so we're looking at disease process. I'm a medical intuitive, and I work with MDs and PhDs. Understanding what we are, and that's why I do these types of segments, it's very important for us because it goes into what we call disease. And it goes into our frequency and how we hold frequency. So when we can remain white light, like the pictures we talked about, and some of the beings, it's fantastic, we're healthy.
All right, very cool. You know what? A lot of people are scared of things that they don't know about. That's in all parts of life, all forms. Anything you really look at. If you don't know about it, you're not educated, sometimes it can be pretty scary. But she is making it less scary for us this morning. The Mile High Medium live and local with us here, right here in Manitou, the Avenue Hotel. Coming up, we're going to tell you how to keep it nice. We don't want any negativity, right? We're going to show you how to do that. So
absolutely.
Make sure you stay tuned.
Lauren, thank you so much.
Are you getting freaked out yet?
A little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit.
Good, all right.
Some chills.
It's working.
If you guys are not familiar with the Avenue Hotel right here in Manitou Springs, here it is. Now, earlier in the morning, we asked all of the people living here who have crossed over to move something. We're going to find out if they did. Coming up next.
That's why he wants to tell you that. Like your husband, like you.
Right now, paranormal activity in the Pikes Peak region. Does it exist? Well, we're finding out live and local this morning.
Right now, Lauren McDonald is live and local at the Avenue Hotel with the Mile High Medium Manitou Springs on a mission to tap into an unknown world. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning. We've got the cold hard facts this morning, folks. We have evidence there is paranormal activity here at the Avenue Hotel in Manitou Springs. Here with Gwen, owner of the Avenue Hotel and Bed and Breakfast, and the one, the only, the Mile High Medium, Michelle Houchins. Now, before we go into what was moved, it's not actually in this bedroom, right, Gwen?
That's correct.
All right, so we were downstairs. We've been all around. We asked earlier this morning, Michelle, you asked whoever is here to move something, to show us proof. You say it doesn't always happen. Well, we had Gwen come up and check just now, and apparently something has moved. But I want to talk about temperature real quick, because something was just drawing me into this room. I wanted to come in here, and you were saying, the temperature is a little different in here, and I looked at you and I said, it's perfect.
Right.
to you it wasn't perfect, but to me it was.
Right, right. Yeah, so the sense of light or frequency has a temperature, a color, if you remember back to Galileo days. So it's often why we like space or we don't, why it feels good or it doesn't. And that's the same with beings who've crossed over. They'll feel good or they won't. They'll attune to us or they won't.
Right.
So just notice that. Just
So me
notice that.
feeling good in here, what does
Yeah.
that say to you?
Yeah, it's the right frequency.
Okay.
That means it's a really good frequency. You would sleep well in here. And this, gosh, the Avenue Hotel B&B is a beautiful, beautiful place. Very much of white light. Like if you want to conceive, go to that other bedroom. Like it's got good frequency
Right.
that it would atone to that. But you'll feel that difference. Yeah, so
Right.
this is a great place for you to sleep.
Very cool. Love
Yeah.
it. Maybe I'll come stay.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll have a
yeah.
sleepover. All right, so Gwen, take us to what has moved. And Michelle, while we're on the way,
Yeah.
I want you to explain to everybody if they feel like they have a negative energy, what are some things they can do to make it more positive?
Yeah, one of the very easy things to do, and you can find it at any of our local grocery stores, is to sage a space. So saging with the white smoke that comes from sage actually starts to clear and cleanse the space of energy, of emotion and thought, and that's what spaces carry. So that's the first thing. You can also call a professional like myself or others, and then to bless your space. Most spaces aren't blessed. This is a very blessed space. That's why it's open frequency of white light, but bless your space.
Right, been around for a long time, since 1886, right?
Yeah.
1886.
All right, ma'am, show me what has moved.
Well, when we were in this room earlier and you did the shot on the bed, I was looking at my stack of books. They were very uniform, and I always cocked the books, and they were stacked evenly. So as you notice now, that one book is turned.
Really?
Oh, that's
All
so
right,
great.
folks, I'll tell you
And
what.
I mentally was looking at that and thought,
Here we go. I'm going to go back on film and try to find those books, and then I'm going to clip them together. We're going to put them on the Facebook page, guys, so that you can see. I believe in you. You know your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right, guys,
We'll see.
make sure you come out here and visit Gwen at the Avenue Hotel in Manitou Springs. Really cool place. A lot of history here in Manitou. Michelle, thank you so much for coming
Oh, thanks,
out
Lauren.
today. Yeah, and you actually tell everybody real quick where they can find you. Also now a location here in the Springs.
Yeah. So my main office is up in Denver, but you can find me on my website, michellehouchins.com.
Very cool. All right, guys, have a spooky, spectacular, and safe day. We will see you a little bit later. Back to you.
Lauren, thank you so much. That's creepy.